What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here, and welcome to our daily show where we discuss the fourth stimulus check update, the two new upcoming packages, the Part 1 physical infrastructure package, which is about $1.2 trillion, which has a deal hanging on by a thread between the Republicans and the Democrats, and Part 2, which is the largest stimulus package ever known that is the Democrats are going to vote on by themselves, known as the American Families Plan, which is $3.5 trillion. And honestly, they could be voting on that this week, Part 1, Part 2. We could see some votes this week. We're going to go over details on that, as well as some proposed Social Security raises. We have like 2 or 3 different proposed Social Security raises that I want to go over in this video as well. So there's several different things for seniors and for stimulus check, and several different type of things in this fourth stimulus package that I want to go over in this video. So several different things. This is one of those videos you want to watch all the way to the end. So yeah, buckle up. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe down below. And remember that new videos come out here on our channel every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to subscribe. It's completely free to do so. Don't forget to hit the like button for us as well, and here we go. Okay, first up, because of inflation is pretty much running wild right now. And if you've probably noticed, inflation is everywhere right now in gas prices, food prices, lumber prices, car prices. Inflation is pretty much everywhere right now. And because of that, the first thing that is going to go up right now is the Social Security cost of living adjustment, known as COLA. And this is going to be have the COLA adjustment probably be the biggest raise in somewhere around 40 years. The COLA adjustment is going to be a Social Security raise of somewhere around 6% or 6.1%. The projected increase is a new report is saying that it's going to be somewhere around 6 to 6.1%. Now, the official number is not supposed to come out till somewhere around October, but they are saying that this is just the first Social Security raise. I'm going to get to the second and the third one here coming out in a second here. I'll get to here in a moment. But they're saying that this cost of living adjustment is going to be somewhere around 6%, 6 to 6.1%. It could be more. It could be less, but this will be the biggest cost of living adjustment since 1983. For example, the cost of living adjustment last year was only 1.3%. So this would be more than 4 times higher, the COLA adjustment, than last year. So yeah, 4 times higher is definitely better than 1.3%. The cost of living adjustment was terrible last year. 1.3% was basically nothing. So 6%, 6.1% would definitely be a much needed raise. So for round numbers, obviously, if you get about $1,000 a month on Social Security times 0.06, you would get an additional $60 per month, or $61 per month. If you get about $800 per month and we get a 6.1% increase, you would get an additional $49 per month. For round numbers, we'll round up and say an additional $50 per month. If you get an additional $50 per month for round numbers, again, because we don't know the exact amount it's going to be, so we'll go with round numbers. $50 per month would be an additional $600 per year. If you get $1,200 per month and you get a let me see here, if you get $1,200 per month in Social Security and you get 6.1% per month, that would be an additional $73 per month, which again, 4 times more than last year, much better than 1.3%, times 12 months would be an additional $878 for the year. So this would definitely help out with a little bit of inflation. And again, this is just the first of 2 or 3 raises that we could potentially be looking at for the year, the cost of living adjustment. Last year was 1.3%. This year, we're probably looking at 6% or more for the year. Okay, the next increase they're looking at is a way that it's calculated. The cost of living adjustment, the way it's calculated, they're looking to basically change the way it's calculated for Social Security and for seniors. Okay, they're looking to change this instead of calculating it based on the CPI, the Consumer Price Index. They're looking to change this to calculate it versus the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, the CPIE. In fact, they have actually, will Congress change how the Social Security cost of living adjustment is calculated? They have actually introduced a bill to change this to the Fair COLA for Seniors Act of 2021. This would make a significant difference for seniors, probably around a 10% difference for seniors. So this could mean that your COLA, cost of living adjustment, every single year could be around 10% more. Yeah, that could make a big, big difference. In fact, Congressman Garamendi has introduced a bill to increase Social Security benefits for seniors. So this is an official bill that was introduced here within the last few days in Congress. He's a Democrat from California, called the Fair COLA Act for Seniors of 2021. This is the second potential raise that we could see. The first raise is a definite raise. We're definitely going to see the cost of living adjustment. That is a guaranteed raise that we see every year. Question is, how much will we see? Will we see 6%? Will we see 5%? Will we see 7%? Will we see more, somewhere in there? This is the second bill that we could see, a bill acted by Congress to change the cost of living adjustment to a different index, that could potentially see a cost of living adjustment to a different index, cost of CPIE, that would basically make it a little bit more fairer to seniors. So that is the second change that could basically give you an additional 10% raise, which would be nothing to sneeze at either. And hey, every little bit counts. And the next couple programs here is where it gets kind of very interesting. And this is where we're going to kind of get into a couple of the really big raises that we could see. This would come in probably one of the next couple stimulus packages, okay? Whether it's going to be in this next stimulus package or the next stimulus package after that. This is where we're going to potentially see some of the really big stimulus increase, or I should say stimulus increase or Social Security increase, however you want to word it. This is where we're going to potentially see some of the really big increases, and this is where some of the seniors, or everybody on Social Security, gets really excited by some of these bills that Congress has introduced. And here's the first one. This first one is from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. I mean, he's the leader of the Senate. So this is a pretty substantial bill when you have the leader of the Senate, as well as Senators Elizabeth Warren and Senator Ron Wyden. Senator Bernie Sanders is also a backer of this bill. In fact, Senator Bernie Sanders also has his own bill to raise Social Security benefits, but he is also a backer of this one as well. They have unveiled a plan to increase Social Security benefits by $200 per month for all Social Security beneficiaries. In fact, this bill is actually from last year, but last year, Republican former President Donald Trump was president, and Mitch McConnell was leader of the Senate, and they couldn't pass the bill with Mitch McConnell leader of the Senate. Now that they're in control of the Senate, this is one of their priorities again. And the first thing they did when they came in was they passed the first stimulus package. They got that through, and now we're going to see if it's in this next package or the next package after that. The plan is to provide more than 60 million Americans with an additional $4,000 is part of the Senate Democrats' bold Phase 3 stimulus proposal. Again, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, Elizabeth Warren, and Ron Wyden have unveiled a plan to increase Social Security benefits by $200 per month for all Social Security beneficiaries. So now that the Democrats have control of both the House, the Senate, and the presidency, this is something that they can now pass now that the Republicans no longer control the Senate, and they now can pass this through the next stimulus package or this next package as well. So that additional $200 per month will be an additional $2,400 per year. $2,400 per year. So that additional $2,400 per year would definitely come in handy. Another that one that they have been long been waiting to pass, and in all fairness, the Republicans have been wanting to pass these Medicare benefits as well. They have announced that these Medicare benefits are included in this next package. Is basically a Medicare 2.0. This Medicare benefits, I'll get to another Social Security benefits in a second here. But Medicare 2.0, which is kind of what it's being called, is currently announced to be in this next stimulus package, which is basically going to include additional Medicare benefits of hearing, vision, and dental benefits. Would also include hearing aid benefits or hearing aids, basically, and dentures. Basically, about 75% of seniors do not have any of these benefits. They can't get hearing aids. They're thousands of dollars per ears. They can't get dentures. They don't have hearing benefits. They don't have dental benefits. They don't have any of these benefits. About 75% of seniors do not have these benefits. They also want to lower the Medicare eligibility age to age 60. We don't know if there's going to be Medicare benefits as well in there. We don't know all the details if there's going to be co-pays and all this stuff until they write the bill and they pass it. But they have said that all these Medicare eligibilities and all these additional Medicare benefits are in this next stimulus package. So we don't know if the Social Security benefits and the Medicare are going to be in there, or if the Social Security benefits are going to be in the next package. Remember, the Democrats get a whole nother round of reconciliation cards on October 1st, which is only 2 months away at this point. If you don't know what this card is, if you're maybe new to the channel, this is basically a get out of jail free card kind of way, which means that the Democrats can pass bills in the Senate completely on their own without a single Republican vote. That is how they passed the third stimulus check package. Um, Remember, the third stimulus check package was passed in the House of Representatives and the Senate, and the president signed it without a single Republican vote. So the third stimulus checks, the child tax credits, mortgage assistance, rental assistance, and everything in the third stimulus check package was passed without a single Republican vote. And that's how they're going to pass the fourth stimulus package as well. Yeah. And then after they pass the fourth stimulus check package, they get like 2 or 3 more of those cards for next year. And the next fiscal year actually starts on October 1st. It doesn't start on January 1st. The fiscal year starts on October 1st. Okay, so just keep that in mind. They're going to continue passing packages basically until next year's election, the midterm election, which is when the House and Senate go up for re-election in November of 2022. Okay, so yeah, there's this big $200 per month Social Security benefits. We don't know if this is going to be for 2 years or if this is going to go on forever. We really don't know because, again, this bill, by the time they pass it, it really could just go on forever. They also could do a thing where they did with the child tax credits, where they just kind of got their foot in the door. They did that with the child tax credits, where they just passed it for 1 year. And they're doing that with the free college as well. There's going to be 2 years of free college in this bill as well, where they're going to pass it for 2 years of free college. And then President Biden originally wanted 4 years of free college. It's 2 years of free community college. And then I think in the next bill, they're going to come around and probably increase it to 4 years of free community college. Okay. They're doing that with the child tax credits as well. They remember it's $3,000 to $3,600 and its monthly payments. They only passed that for 1 year in the third stimulus check package, and they passed it to where you don't need any earned income at all to qualify for it. They passed it in the last package, and now in this next package, they're going to probably extend that until 2025. Okay, so if you have children, that's like the greatest thing since sliced bread. So you kind of see the same thing happening over and over with these really kind of groundbreaking things like child tax credits, free college, Social Security raises. By the way, there's going to be an adult tax credit in this next package as well. That could be monthly checks, like a forced stimulus check, but monthly. So we could see that in this next package as well. When we see these kind of groundbreaking things like free college, a lot of times what they do is they put it in there just for 1 year or 2 years in the case of free college. They pass it just to get their foot in the door, like the child tax credit, they pass it for just 1 year. And then in the next package, they come by and they extend it. Okay. So they kind of just take what they can get first. And then in the next package, they extend it or expand it. So if that makes sense. So what they could do is, for example, with the Social Security raise to $200 per month for everybody. When I say Social Security, just know that that means pretty much everybody on Social Security, most likely. It means SSI, SSDI, railroad benefits, VA, RRB, everybody. Okay. When I say Social Security, I mean pretty much everybody under the Social Security umbrella. I'll probably get that question like 100 times in the comments. So just know that that means pretty much everybody under the Social Security umbrella. Okay. Yeah. So what they probably would do with this plan is they would probably pass it for like 2 years, just like they did with the child tax credit. They passed it for 1 year. And then now they're coming back around for this in the next package and they want to extend it for like 4 more years. They actually want to extend it and make it permanent, but they probably won't do that. They'll probably extend it for like 4 years. And then somewhere around, in the next couple years, they'll try to make it permanent down the road. Same thing with the free college. They want to pass free college for everybody that makes below a certain income requirement, probably the same as the third stimulus check. So they're probably going to do that this package, 2 years of free community college, which is, by the way, amazing. Imagine free college. I mean, my son's 3. Imagine when he grows up to think that free college is just pretty much the same as middle school or high school. Like, yeah, you can go to college for free. Imagine him not growing up to think that you don't have to spend $25,000 a year or more to go to college, right? That it's just like high school. I mean, it's game changing, right? It's just crazy to think that college is going to be free. Like it's completely game changing, right? Yeah, just like $200 a month Social Security, game changing, right? Medicare 2.0, game changing. Like I said, in this next package is a lot of game changing items. So a single stimulus check, not so much game changing. Yeah, don't get me wrong, great. But there's a lot of game changing items in here. Medicare 2.0, benefits forever, game changing. Free college, game changing, forever, right? $200 per month Social Security benefits that go on forever, game changing. There's a lot of game changing things here that are game changing items that go on forever. So when I say so just know that when they pass a lot of these items that are game changing, a lot of times they pass them for like 1 or 2 years. They get their foot in the door because they're game changing items. And a lot of people, when they do a lot of game changing items, and you could look back on history when they first did the unemployment and when they first created Social Security. By the way, unemployment and Social Security were created back in like 1935 from the Great Depression. And very similar to today, we're seeing a lot of game changing items come out of this current Great Depression, right? Um, Again, history kind of repeats itself. When you have a Great Depression like we're dealing with now, you kind of get a lot of social safety nets to saying, hey, we don't want this to happen again. We have to like kind of support our people. So when you see terrible pandemics and Great Depressions happen, it's almost kind of like a phoenix comes out of the ashes and kind of like, hey, we can't let this happen again. We have to support our people in times of need. And that's how Social Security was born. And that's how the unemployment program was born. Because again, back in the Great Depression in 1929 through the 1930s, there was no Social Security at all. And there was no unemployment at all. When you lost your job, you were out on the street with no food, no money, and people literally just died on the street. There was nothing. And when people retired, like there was no Social Security, there was no pensions, no nothing. So like we quickly realized that like, hey, there's got to be a better way for this. And the government has quickly realized from the last crash or the last recession or depression from 2008 2009 that stimulus packages are like, hey, they're like here to stay because it's better than just letting our economy crash and then just trying to let it recover on its own. Now it's like, hey, let's actually help out our people during a crash and a recession with stimulus packages because it's better than just letting it crash on its own. We can actually help our people. Who would have thought, right? So yeah, the modern day stimulus package and the modern day stimulus check and everything in a stimulus package is here to stay. back in 2008, 2009, they really only passed one stimulus package. Now they've passed six. Former President Trump passed five. Even with now the Republicans pretty much against stimulus packages, they passed five of them. I think they're against them now just because the Democrats have kind of won the House, the Senate, and the presidency. Um, I feel like if they would have won the House, Senate, and the presidency, they keep passing them. I think it's really just politics, right? It is what it is. But President Biden, they're not going to stop. The economy hasn't recovered. It's going to take years. So, and that's why, and again, this next stimulus package has already been announced to be the largest package yet to date at $3.5 trillion. I don't see how there's not going to be a stimulus check in there. With that amount of money, it's almost double the $1.9 trillion third stimulus check. So, yeah. But also, President Biden has his own proposal that he has announced previously that he wants to raise a Social Security for as well. And he would pay for this. He said President Biden has campaigned on changes to Social Security, including benefits increases and basically by increasing Social Security benefits, he would raise Social Security payroll taxes on people making over $400,000. So people that make over $400,000, he would raise the Social Security payroll taxes on them to pay for this Social Security raise for everybody else. So people that make over $400,000 would pay this extra tax, and everybody else would benefit from it. As you can see here, President Biden called for the increased levies to help pay for the proposed benefit increases, raising the minimum Social Security benefit to at least 125% of the federal poverty level. By the way, as you can see here, the federal poverty level is $12,880 for a single person per year. So if you take $12,880, divide that by 12, that equals $1,073 per month for a single person. But remember, he wants to make it 125% of that per month. So he wants to raise Social Security benefits to $1,341 per month. So what he wants to do is he wants to make Social Security benefits a minimum of $1,341 per month based on 125% of the federal poverty level. So again, as you can see here, he wants to raise the minimum Social Security benefit to at least 125% of the federal poverty level. Again, this is something that President Biden wants to do, and that would make the Social Security minimum benefit payout $1,341 per month. So let me know your thoughts on that. Do you think that the $200 per month Social Security raise, which is an additional $2,400 per month, is better? Do you think that $200 per month Social Security raise is better? Or do you think the $1,341 raise to Social Security is better? Remember, everybody will be on Social Security at one point or another. Even if you're not on Social Security at this point, at some point you will be. And remember, there is also all these additional stimulus provisions coming out in this massive $3.5 trillion stimulus package coming out here in this next package. So, which they're possibly voting on here very, very soon. So I will keep you up to date with everything. We have these several different Social Security raises coming out here very soon. I'll keep you up to date on those. I'll keep you up to date on the next stimulus package. And then even after this stimulus package, the Democrats are going to have more stimulus package coming after this because they're going to continue to pass more packages without a single Republican vote until the next election in November 2022. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's completely free to do so. After subscribing, click the bell icon to all notifications. I'll keep you up to date with everything. Remember, new videos come out here on our channel every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will keep you up to date with everything. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. This bottom video is how you can get $50 off your internet bill or your cell phone bill from the third stimulus check package. It's from the government. It's from the stimulus package. And this video is how you can get 12 months of rent assistance from the third stimulus check package as well. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.